Panthers. Chiefs are 8-1. Panthers are 5-4. Let's do some damage. We are home. Kick some ass. Also, let me show you the division. Division standings in the AFC West. Chiefs 8-1. Chargers 6-3. Broncos 3-6. Raiders 3-6. I'll just go through the standings. How about that? I'll just go by division. AFC North, Ravens 7-2, Browns 5-3 and a tie, Steelers 3-5 and a tie, Bengals 1-8. AFC South, Texans 5-3 and a tie, Colts 5-4, Titans 3-5 and a tie, Jaguars 1-8. AFC East, Patriots 6-3, Bills 6-3, Jets 3-6, Dolphins 3-6. AFC West, obviously went over that again, we'll go over it again. Chiefs 8-1, Chargers 6-3, Broncos 3-6, Raiders 3-6. NFC North, Packers 6-3, Bears 6-3, Vikings 4-5, Lions 2 wins, 6 losses and a tie. NFC South, Falcons 6 wins, 2 losses and a tie, Panthers 5-4, Buccaneers 3-5 and a tie, Saints 3-6. NFC East, Eagles 7 wins, 1 loss and a tie, Giants 6-3, Cowboys 5-3 and a tie, Redskins 4-5. And NFC West, 49ers 4 wins, 4 losses and a tie, Rams 4-5, Seahawks 4-5, and the Cardinals are sitting at 2-7. Let's get rolling. Go Chiefs.
You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Fuck, babe.
I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team.
Damn it.
Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
Oh, you don't want it? No. Alright, it's a beautiful day in Kansas City. And we're ready to kick some ass.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
And that's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. I wonder what he did with it.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down. And now the Chiefs' offensive starters.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
They'll buy some time right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
All right. Let's go at this point.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep
shit!
Tyreek
Hill going like a motherfucker. Touchdown.
Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted.
Nobody can stop him, dude. He
was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Harrison Bunker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Let's see what these good old Panthers have in store for me today.
And
I'm
no
getting tired of
here.
teams
This will
scoring
be a
30-something
touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers now under head coach Ron Rivera. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
Would you say the last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
Tells me
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver.
Yeah, got the ball back.
And it's picked up by the
What
Chiefs.
a great way to start out the fucking game on defense.
The 18-yard line is where they take over.
I'm talking shit and backing it up, baby.
So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And now here comes Kansas City. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the
baby,
gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races.
That dude's
they get out to a fast start. They're
now.
setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run with it back up. This is Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense trying to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side.
Touchdown again to Tyreek Hill
for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. Now the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever
it is
they
now
came in
14
with,
to nothing.
Maybe you switch a better cover guy
8:02 left in the first quarter.
You make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up.
Until
at least
someone
try to
knocks us off
them
our block.
from throwing the ball.
The only one that's been able to do that this season is the Buffalo Bills.
Now after the
and right
touchdown,
now,
here's Butker
the
on
way
to
it's
kick it
looking,
away.
we might meet them in the playoffs in the next couple of weeks.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
All right, D.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Cam Newton likes to chew gun.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly.
That better be a hold and coming back.
As well. I think this one's going to be
really?
a face mask.
Face mask on me? Who the fuck did? Alex Okafor? Goddamn me.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look
It
pretty
looks
easy.
like they want to run it.
They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And
Good
they got the
boy.
hook
Good
up.
job.
This is Olsen.
1 for 1 for
And
negative
this
2
one goes
yards.
nowhere.
Good job.
Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
3rd and long, it's Newton.
Good job. Held him.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Go back out on offense.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it?
Cleveland Browns are 5-3 on the season. Jaguars are 1-8.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off.
The Raiders are 3-6.
And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now.
So meaningful when you score and it's got your team out there in front. Changes the complexion of everything you're doing. It's one thing to score, garbage time, but these count. This is a big deal, and he's making those types of plays. And I think they'll keep finding ways to get it to him.
I was just going to say probably going to go back to him. They'll run on 1st down. It's McCoy, and just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. They go play fake. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
Go.
They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
I traded one of my players.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Tight man coverage.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that will be incomplete.
He's only going for 4 yards. That's hilarious.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
This is away and a very good kick. Angled for the sidelines.
Going to win that game. Let's go. Broncos 3-7.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. That's taken on the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Tampa 2.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. A check on the numbers by Moore last week. 8 catches, 98 yards, and a score.
You think the head coach and the offensive coordinator are able to pull the earplugs out now? Because all week, all they heard was, you know, Coach, they can't guard the pass at all. I mean, they're next to last in the league. Let's throw it on every down.
Yeah, last week we saw the numbers. This week going against 2nd to last in the pass defense area. Good for him. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him down a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Go.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs to make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes taking it deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Boom, baby.
It's beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 32 on the play. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Yeah, they really need to get something going, didn't they? They've punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
McCoy. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23.
No, it's stiff.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15
First quarter's over.
Yard.
Chiefs 14.
10 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On the ground, this is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it.
You
the 40,
mother.
the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown,
That was my fault.
Panthers.
Yeah. That was my fault.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
That was my 16th interception on the season.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Come on, safety, come down in the box. Do something stupid.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes steps away to his left. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the counter, here's McCoy. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Williams.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Newton to throw. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Newton. And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know.
Go, boys, get him off the field.
Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught.
What the fuck? He threw it to Greg Olsen right in his hands for the first down, and he fucking dropped it.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Well, you got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
On first down, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Damn, I'll tell you
After
what.
the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Good for some reason.
10th carry now for McCoy. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson.
Good job.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. They go back to the ground with McCoy. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. On second down, it's McCoy.
That was a nice spin.
And he'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Done that.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Mahomes dancing to his left. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run.
And it's football. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
They just jacked my world
as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more. Try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
2-minute warning until halftime, boys.
That's very true, kids. Look it up. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, boys.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Newton.
Got him.
Can't find it. He lost the football. It's out.
Oh, he's
it's
done.
picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 30.
Kyle Van Noy, touchdown.
This one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Yeah, buddy.
Butker now to add the extra point.
Both teams have 2 turnovers.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
50 seconds till halftime.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Go, D.
Newton now to throw. Over the middle, and he's got a good one complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Get him.
Under pressure, and he
boys.
will go down. Setback at the 38. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away.
No good.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
2 seconds to half.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Let's just kneel it for them.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend. So lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll start in the NFC, and specifically the NFC South. Tampa Bay traveling to the Bayou to take on New Orleans, and they've gone to the half with a score 20-14. Josh Dotson, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, let's head to New Jersey. The Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. A.J. Green, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And that game has gone to halftime with the visiting Texans out on top. Will Fuller, a touchdown catch in that first half. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
Go, boys.
They have the ball here for the inaugural drive
Start
of the
out
second
strong
half.
in the second
Pretty
half.
big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Come on,
so
boys.
3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Go, boys.
Yeah, I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Go, boys.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved
Out on the 3. Good job.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On first down, McCoy. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times, why should make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense.
Good job,
to get him
boys.
into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Run it at him. Fuck it. It's one of them games. Just run it, dude. They want to run it. Somewhat pass it.
They'll run on first down. It's McCoy. Ryan
15
Smith,
carries,
the run in on
67
the
yards
stop.
for McCoy.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. That's good for 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Forced out to his left. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Yeah,
Those are the
they
kinds
have
of
it.
plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
No problem there on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And in the end, it was all capped off by the Damian Williams touchdown run. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
Good job, boys.
Behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A
Keep
loss
trying
of a
to
yard
run it,
there to start
motherfucker.
out. That leads to a
You ain't
2nd
gonna go
and
no
11.
except waste time.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the
2nd week in a row, we have a dual threat quarterback.
Able to use those
Except he
legs
hasn't
and
really ran
get
it
past the
down
marker to
except
pick
that
up the
one time.
first. So an instance there of
Like the
Cam being
Marcus
Cam. We
Mariota
know he can
open.
use his legs.
Titans.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus,
Damn,
he
come
moves
on.
a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Let's get him off the field.
And now Cam
Fumble
fighting. He
again.
lost the football. It's out.
He's fumbled 3 times. He got lucky,
Plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
One
What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be, that time, 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
I can't remember.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, what are you doing to it?
On 2nd and 9, Newton. Now he'll pull it down. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He can run for it, and he will. And he will score.
Fuck
Touchdown,
you,
Panthers. A 12-yard touchdown run, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Third quarter's over. Chiefs 28,
Panthers
20.
They will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. Tackle made by K1 Short. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. They complete it to Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Titans beat the Bears 31-7.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. It's Kelsey on the ground. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Go, boys. 8:06 to go. We're going to 10 and
it's a
1.
last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down. On 1st and 10, Newton sliding out of the pocket. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Go ahead, waste time. We're just wasting time.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack.
Get him off the
and in
field.
this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go.
Go.
They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now a 20th carry here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, damn.
Able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Mahomes now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one. Knock it away.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. And he's got the lane, and there he goes.
What the fuck?
Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really with the 4-minute offense, this is just trying to grind the clock.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. That seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
James Bradbury there to make the tackle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
2:35 to go. Chiefs 38, Panthers 26.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Oh, yeah,
the Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And now here comes Kansas City. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need
Chiefs
in
38,
order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Williams. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Williams. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs 41,
Panthers 33.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Chiefs, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Says nobody has more faith in our offense than I do. But even I'm impressed at how we handle Luke Kuechly. The guys are beef, but you were right. We took care of business. 500 extra points for all QBs. Man, the captain will not be denied his yards. That guy fights, doesn't. But at the end of the day, we did our job. We got the win, and that's what we pulled off. 500 extra points for the entire defensive line. Next week's game at Denver Broncos, Week 12. Chiefs 9-1, Broncos are 3-7.
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow.
Damn, 2 years.